everybody. This is Vince Miller. Thank you so much for joining me for this devotional. Now, today we're in Galatians chapter 5. I'm going to read verses 7 through 12. And today, Paul is going to address a specific person who has brought a counterfeit gospel into the church. So kind of hear it that way. So he's going to be speaking to this cryptic, unnamed person. He says, you were running well, talking to the Galatians here. Who, so here's that person, who hindered you from obeying this truth? This persuasion is not from him who calls you. A little leaven leavens the whole lump. Yet I have confidence in the Lord that you will take no other view, that the one, that person, who is troubling you will bear the responsibility for the penalty, whoever he is. But if I, brothers, still preach circumcision, why am I being persecuted? In that case, the offense of the cross has been removed. I wish those who unsettle you would emasculate themselves. Okay, so I love this little section here because sometimes I think we think, or at least we get the impression, that Christian leaders should only be soft and thoughtful and meek. Yet nowhere in this letter right here does Paul sound that way. He comes out of the gates as he's writing this book, full bore, with his pedal to the metal all the way to the floor. And then right here, he revs the engine up a notch more. Therefore, we get to see Paul's drive and his grit and his determination as a man of God. And it's inspiring, to be honest. And he's going to say some really tough things right here. For example, he basically tells this man who is opposing their faith that he shouldn't stop there, that he should go ahead and cut off his junk. But don't be confused. He didn't take this tone with these people or this man or this counterfeit gospel in defense of himself. Paul did this in defense of the gospel message and its grace for all men. So guys, I got to be straight with you today. I think these words right here are an indictment on two groups of men. First, to any man or teacher who ever adds anything to the gospel of God's grace. You see, God's saving grace needs nothing more from us. Yes, God wants us to be obedient, but our obedience adds nothing to his saving grace. Second, I think Paul's tone here and approach here are also indictments of men who have been too soft on standing up for the gospel truth. This includes men, husbands, fathers, leaders, and pastors who are complicit in being soft by avoiding certain texts of the Bible or interjecting their ideas into the Bible. When we do this, we castrate the gospel of its truth. And this is a heinous crime against a God who extends grace to all men. And honestly, you don't want to get into a battle with God. You will lose. So fellas, you know what we need today? We need more men like Paul. Men who are driven and gritty and determined men. But the only way to be this man is to do what he did. You have to get into the gospel truth, and then you have to live it out as God requires. And as you get to know the God of grace and truth, you will be able to take a stand just like this for him. So guys, get out there and take a stand today. Not a stand for yourself, a stand for him. I love you. I'll see you right back here again tomorrow. And with that, remember, live all in for him who lived all in for you.